Hey guys, it's your boy Pat. Welcome to the next episode of the Hollow Down Cigar Lounge podcast. We're bringing in this one with our homeboy, Brett. So, he's not new to the show anymore.
Yeah, it's the third time. That's kind of...
It counts. You're not a rookie anymore.
Seasoned pro.
He's a seasoned pro.
Can I just be like still a shitty novice? Because I think that's probably accurate.
Why not?
Perfect.
We can be what we want to be.
I need the bar to be like...
super low?
Down here.
You can't see the bar. It's way too low.
It's off camera. It's perfect.
So, this is a good Vitola size, so we're going to go ahead and cut these in light and then we'll get things going. So we'll just cut a little bit sooner and then we're going to talk about it. So I'll go ahead and read this. So what we are smoking today is, and this is perfect time for this, we're coming into the new year 2024, already changing numbers, 2024. So we are smoking, and I'm giving up on trying to show this on camera because I've apparently got this focused too well and it won't focus on the dang cigar. But we are smoking Perdomo Reserve Champagne 10th anniversary. I had this for the first time a while back. I hadn't had it in a while, but it's one of the few Connecticut's I like. So we are curious today to see if I still enjoy this stick as much as I have in the past and what Mr. Brett thinks about it.
Clearly never had it.
Clearly never had it.
My list is short.
I'm doing a V-cut. He's done a straight cut over there. This one does have a good cap. I'll tell you that right off the bat. So no problem shredding that with the V-cap. It's actually got that extra flag under there.
For sure.
So something I watch out for. So let's read this real quick and then we'll light it up and go for it. Another one of Nick Perdomo's master blends. He's definitely one of the top in the cigar world industry as far as cigar blends. Not much he does is not worth your time and money. So this one, like I said, it's a Connecticut. It's a 2 out of 5 on the heat scale, or the boldness scale, depending on what you prefer. So probably getting closer to what your wheelhouse is probably turning to be.
Yeah, I'm a little bitch. That's what he means by that.
It's a little bitch.
Scoville units down here, no heat. I need to be mild. I'm very vanilla. Just kidding.
You are vanilla.
I appear to be vanilla. I can't choose it. It's not my fault. I blame my parents.
Facts. So Connecticut shade wrapper, triple fermented to give it a little extra nuance to it. This one is anticipating hints of coffee, creamy undertones, and a subtle sweetness almost like honey. So before you ever get to smoking it, I appreciate the fact that it's not one that's got like 10 freaking anticipated flavors.
Yeah, setting the bar too high. We just talked about that. I'm just personally grateful that I'm not expected to taste leather toast.
Bro, that leather toast.
Yeah, I'm down for the sweetness, the creamy. I think, the honey sounds good. Hopefully I can pick it up. It's got the appearance. It is pretty. It's definitely pretty. Got a nice label on it.
Yeah, the appearance
Very fancy.
is fantastic. I'll definitely make sure y'all see this label. It's very good. So let's light this puppy up. My favorite time of the show. It's cold outside. I'm going to preface before we do this so you don't think this is about to be his fault, because it is cold outside. It is raining. It is like 39 degrees right now.
We went from a heat wave of like uncomfortable health precaution proportions 6 weeks ago to now it's
I say that
27 degrees and you gotta freeze your damn tank off to get to work.
Facts.
And it's raining and it looks like ass out there. It's good. It's good. It'll be 100 tomorrow. So
lighters have an issue when it's cold. So if it does that lighter in particular, there it goes. That lighter doesn't here.
I had it.
That lighter doesn't like the cold weather.
How do I use this? Just push it?
Yeah, it's just a trigger.
Alright.
It's a single fan flame. I've learned on that one, you almost have to like point it at it. It's a very cool lighter. I think I referenced it in one of the other shows. It was part of swagging an event. It's a Calibri lighter. It's pretty cool, but the fan flame takes some getting used to. I've made myself look like a rookie once on one of the other shows doing it because I did not light it very well. It made me look like I didn't know what the hell I was doing. It's a cool lighter.
Like I looked just now. I mean, it's...
The flame does not go where you think it's going to go.
It feels like a weapon. Like, I feel like I should not be allowed to have this without a license.
Feels like if Harry Potter smoked cigars.
I was going to say that, but I don't want to come off immediately like a giant fucking nerd.
Oh, I'm a nerd. I don't give a shit.
So...
Are
you ready for me to enrage half of your audience right now?
Why not?
Never read the books. Just watch the movies.
Do you ever want to read the books? And just have it, or you just don't care to read?
No, my wife has the books, so they're in my house. You know, I just read out of necessity, not out of joy. That's fair. This point in my life. So, and I was a sheltered child apparently who never got Harry Potter experience. So
yeah.
My mom was too busy making sure I didn't get to watch South Park and The Simpsons because they were mean to their mom and dad, and you know, she's a lovely lady. Shout out, Mom. Dorothy Mantooth is a saint. And command reference complete. We can go the rest of the episode now.
See what I mean?
I heard y'all were talking shit.
We did talk shit.
Just saying. It is true though. I am guilty as charged.
And he does it in real life too, so he doesn't do it for show. That's why we love him, because I tell him all the time, like, I suck at giving references. I've got a couple friends, you included, that are like super witty with references, and I'm not, so like...
I can relate pretty much any life experience to some movie quote, show quote, meme I saw. It's a little pathological, but it's entertaining at least.
I'm going to tell you this right off the bat. I don't remember this part. I think I've smoked one of these in the past few years, and I posted it on the Facebook page when I did. But full disclosure, we were all hanging out when we did it. We were playing Mario Party and drinking. So the flavor was good, but it wasn't super focused on the flavor.
Was there something to cloud your flavor? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes. We're gonna explain this. The teases we've had in the last couple episodes. This man is here. I'm gonna tell you about this damn Fluffer nutter, and I can tell you that now because it's going to be the title of this episode.
It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. Blame Derek.
Blame Derek. 100% blame Derek.
I did the right thing and introduced it to my garbage can at the end of the night. So
that's where it needed to be.
I did the Lord's work.
So, more on that to come. But this is a really smoky cigar, and I've noticed, like, if you ever watch when me and Derek are smoking, same cigar, I have a little bit of smoke. He has a lot of smoke. He just has a stronger puff. Like especially on exhale, and I know he does retrohale more than I do, which is fine.
If I'm doing it wrong, let me know. Again, no idea. No idea.
There is, outside of about 3 things with cigars, there is nothing that you can technically do wrong, other than, like, you know, putting it out.
No, I don't want to inside
putting it out wrong.
I'm not gonna inside a riot. No.
You did.
Noticing the little.
I did the exact same thing, and it's this lighter getting used to it. Just hit it. And pop that corner.
Is it worth re-hitting it?
Yeah, you don't need much.
All right.
So
put it at 6 o'clock. Perfect. Maybe.
Just a little pop. It won't take much since the rest of it's lit. Hit a couple extra draws, it'll usually level out pretty quick. So, I was telling Matt when he was here last time, there's you know, a lot of people get freaked out if your burn level is, like, you know, not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. As long as it's close, it's fine. It's still a natural leaf with different oils and resins and moisture levels. So you just don't want it to, like, start burning the rest of the way.
It's about the destination, not the journey, right? Is that a thing? Can we be hokey for a minute?
You're backwards though.
It's about the journey, not the destination.
I don't care. Either way it works.
You're totally right. You know what? Maybe it is about the journey.
About the destination. Fuck the journey.
All right. I'm a results-oriented person.
Fuck your sources. I don't give a shit how you got here.
I saw this quote. Since we're talking about memes, quotes, Instagram videos, etc.
This is your world. What you got?
It was this. Maybe like a little serious for a minute. I don't ever do that. It was this guy talking about, you know, I was asked at a job interview, what's more important, the journey or the destination? And he's like, I paused and I looked at him and I said, the company. Not the company I work for, like the company along with me, right?
That's very true.
I mean, because you could have a great time on a shitty journey, right? You could be deserted on a fucking island, but if you got your best friends there, it's probably not as bad as it would be. It's not good, but
facts.
So I thought that was pretty good. I was like, nice. Nice. I'll save that.
Oddly enough, very recently at work, I was talking with one of the guys, and we were talking about some training and growth and team development. And asked one of the guys, out during some training, he's like, what is your best resource? And they're like, the weaponry I have. And they're like, the training I have. It's your partner.
Yeah.
It's the people you are with. And to them, you are their best resource. You got the adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, but that's true in pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Whether you're talking about friendships, business, work. I mean, I could sit out here and smoke all day, and I usually smoke every day at some point. But it's a lot more enjoyable when I have you over here, because the friendship bond, like we're getting to shoot the shit and talk. And
thanks, man. I know. I feel really warm and fuzzy on this cold as fuck evening.
I'm just here to warm your heart. Maybe get my ass kicked later off camera, but you know what? That's what friends are for, right?
I couldn't if I tried. Let's be real. I have the muscle mass of a 7-year-old. I don't know if y'all can see this. Yeah, but it ain't happening. Sorry,
I think you gave people just enough of a tip of what you do. I ain't worried about your muscles.
I have weapons. That's true. That's true. I could be like really
legal weapons.
Really,
weapons.
And be like, I am the weapon.
You are the weapon.
But that's not true. I need help. I'm not a physical specimen at all. I mean, there's fat, which is a specimen, I guess.
It's technically a specimen.
And muscle atrophy. It's there. I know the fibers are in there. I have muscle. They're just not very large, and I hide them under.
That's all it is. Camouflage. It's camouflage.
Yeah.
You're stronger than you appear, my friend.
It works for me.
That's all that matters.
I'm a smart ass. I'm relatively intelligent. I can get by. It's okay.
I love it. Smart assery, my friend.
Yeah.
Majority of most of my core friends are all smart asses. I'm a sarcastic ass. They have full-on smart assery, and they complement each other well. Because I don't have the quick, retarded, snappy wits that y'all do. I have the dark, slow, sarcastic humor. It's interesting.
It's got that marinade. It's okay.
It's all it is.
I think being unserious is probably about 80% of my existence.
Probably true.
It's entertaining. There's a rare moment where I have to go, okay, go time. But in general...
Gotta be serious every once in a blue moon.
In general, what's the point of being bored at work if you're not having at least some fun? So that's my take on it.
Actually.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Logo. Can we do that? Is that copyrighted? We probably
that one's probably copyrighted, but
do that.
I'll put up a red circle without Ted, and you'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's my Brett Talk.
It's Brett Talk.
Yes.
It's trademark.
Not nearly as influential. Let's be real.
The trademark only is pretty cheap. I learned that when I did the logo for everything. The incorporation, the LLC, all that stuff costs a little money, but it's like $75 to put a TM.
Or you can go to Google and steal that shit for free. I'm not advocating crimes. Is there like an annual fee for that? Or it's like a one-time?
That part, no, because you're, as long as you have your LLC set up.
Yeah.
It's like I have my LLC, I do have to pay annual fee for that membership. But the trademark you own as long as you have not given up the rights. So when I made the Hollow Down logo, for example, it's under my LLC that's with my other brand. That's irrelevant to the show. But it's under my parent LLC.
Crossover.
The LLC owns the trademark. And so your trademark and the logo is all together. So like you submit a full description. It's basically a black and white version of the photo, but you have to tell exactly what everything is, explain what it is, and then you own it. So
that's cool.
So I own both the logo and the trademark of the Hollow Down Cigar Lounge. And that part itself wasn't that expensive. It's the company itself and the LLC. Whether you do LLC and corporation partnership, that part is what hurts, that you're doing your income taxes on your annual fees and your maintenance to whatever state that you're in. Every state will do that a little different, but they're nationally recognized companies, but all your fees go through the state.
Yeah.
The feds just get their income off of the company, but all your fees go to your.
Look, they gotta get their hand in the pie.
Yeah, gotta get their hand in the pie.
We know. Yeah. Nothing in life comes without taxes. Breathe.
Not even death.
Air tax. Death, estate tax, if you're lucky enough.
If you think air is free, go to the ER. That's some expensive air.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about the medical air. I'm just talking about you go and check in.
Existing?
A few $100s just to be there and breathe it.
Yeah.
But saves your life when needed. And because of that, piggyback, and I will not get on a pet peeve of any of my nurse friends. The ER is expensive. Don't go unless you need the ER. I'm not going to get on that TED Talk because I got a lot of nurse friends.
I will ascend the soapbox for you.
Right.
It's not a primary care doctor, assholes.
There's urgent care and work care and velocity care and whatever other super fast care, depending on what company is around you. Go to them. Bill your insurance, pay your $25 copay, not your $350 bill to walk in. It's for your benefit, I promise.
In general, you should just think about it this way. If I were to be going in with a cut off hand, would I be mad that this person is in line in front of me? If the answer is yes, it's probably not a real emergency.
That's a really good point.
You know, you can play with the example whatever you want, but, you know, you've fallen off a ladder 6 days ago and scraping your knee, and now it hurts at 3 in the morning. It's not an emergency.
It clearly wasn't an emergency the last 6 days.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll stop because we will both blow this target.
Descends the soapbox.
Yeah. Anyway, this is I'll just stop. I'll just stop.
Probably best. And scene.
I'm glad I did not do this when Matt was here because he
rant triggered.
Yes. And he doesn't work in the ER, but he's medical as well. But he's on the end of things that has had to deal with repercussions from what starts in the ER. I'll leave it at that. So, you know.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Anyway.
Shit flows up the river still. You still get
good test.
Uphill, downhill.
Oh
my god. Nice ash. Let's bring it back. Not as nice as Matt's was.
Matt's ash.
He had a size
fantastic.
15 ash.
He did. Ooh, good memory.
Yes. I rewatched. So, just
Watch
kidding.
that
I
show.
cheated. Episode 17? 18? I didn't watch close enough.
I think it's 18. So I think 17 was my last one with Woo, then y'all's.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I think it's right. Anyway, good shit.
It's good. I can pick up the sweetness still. I think that's my palate specialty.
I stalled talking about it right away, and I know I usually give you my first inputs. The only downside I really have is the first light, and it could just be us dealing with this style of lighter. It very well could be. I'll have to smoke this again fairly soon with my normal lighter to test this for sure, but the beginning of it was a little raw, a little toasted, a little burnt, more than the normal toast. Like you're used to getting that initial foot toast, but it's for like a few seconds.
Now there's foot toast?
Foot toast.
Every time I come here, leather toast, foot toast.
We love some toast.
Cigar people are weird.
Cigar people are weird, and we own that shit.
I agree. I think the first little bit was mostly smoke.
Yeah.
For me, but like now it's really sweet. Like it's the further I get in, the more the sweetness is hitting me. Kind of about halfway through the draw.
And outside
that sounded pretty technical, right?
That was phenomenal,
yes. Actually. Fake it till you make it. I'm coming around.
Hey, I'll tell you. This is why I like doing this. I've said this before. This is why I like doing this style of review. You know, you've got halfwheel.com that'll give you every little detail of every third and the cold draws and the pre-draws and the 16th draws that you want.
How it's supposed to make you feel.
How it's supposed to make you feel inside.
To flicker.
Right.
Right. You should feel that tingling in your third toe on the right foot only. And if you don't, you suck.
You suck. If you want all the details of a cigar, they're going to give it to you. I want the basics. I want the people that have not been smoking for 20 years. Now, if you do, by all means, I want you here. Don't discredit that. But what I mean is, I want the opinion style of someone that hasn't. Because there's reviewers out there everywhere that are going to put on, you know, we joke about the monocle, but that's because we watch videos and make fun of people off of camera that are going way, way over the top in this stuff. Like, this is supposed to be enjoyable.
Yeah.
The friendship therapy style, enjoyment with somebody. And if I'm sitting here breaking this down like I'm reading a medical textbook or a law textbook.
That's a job.
It's a job at this point.
It's the wine taster argument, right? You get all these elite, French countryside wine tasters, and you put some $20 box wine in a glass and blind it to them and tell them what they're supposed to taste, and they all of a sudden are like, oh yeah, these grapes are very buttery, and they'll kind of go through all that stuff. I think within reason. And
then you find that it was squeezed tomato juice.
There comes a point to where like your expectation manages what you experience, right? So if you're just trying to understand it, and I have no baseline for the most part, being 3 episodes in, so
this is, I've said it multiple times. I'm smoking for say 14. We're getting close to 15 at this point. Been doing this for a little over a year. I've been able to pick out stuff, and I read this off of Cigars International most of the time. And that's not because I'm sponsored by them. It's just because they're pretty standard in having a description, the same format, and there's not many cigars that they don't have details, because they usually keep ones even if they don't have them in stock, but they used to sell. Mm-hmm. It'll be on there. It'll just tell you that you can't buy them, but it'll usually have the info. Every once in a while, I'll have to go to another page because no company has every stick. It's going to happen, but I don't read the entire story. I read the parts that I want us to see if we can match. So spice bombs are really easy. Everybody can pick out spice. There's no added spice VSO profile to this. You're just getting the natural burn off of just tobacco. So you're able to pick up the honey and the sweetness easier because it's not overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. I can, now that we've gotten past that first raw foot, I can taste a little bit more of the cream coffee. It's not super poignant as it is with a darker cigar. The coffee is just...
Yeah, I'm not getting coffee.
I barely get the coffee.
Which I'm totally fine with. I'm not a coffee fan.
Right. I love coffee. I drink coffee a lot. I've been talking the whole time, but I drink coffee a lot. And yes, it's actually coffee.
I was going to say, there could be anything in there.
I tricked Derek the last time. I had my Holodown mug out here, and he thought I was drinking coffee, and I was like, don't worry, it's not a mug. I'm just using the mug. There's definitely scotch in there. He's like, you bastard. And he was hiding his alcohol down here, and he started drinking it. It's like, yeah, I did that on purpose. Because he was drinking his energy drink because he thought we weren't doing an alcohol show. I was like, whatever. But I usually can pull out coffee very well because I drink a lot of coffee. But that's why I always say, like, as you're growing things, if you're trying to get used to tasting things and it says it's going to have chocolate, eat a piece of dark chocolate right before you smoke it. It just gets your palate used to it.
It's a good idea.
And it's just it's almost like a training tool.
Yeah.
And for a while, like, I could taste it was sweet. I couldn't taste the specifics of honey. Popeye's honey packet.
No palate cleanser, right? So not like no pickle between your chocolate and your cigar.
No.
That'd probably be revolting.
That would.
What about a cigar that has hints of pickle? Is everyone vomiting now? I mean, I'm kind of internally...
Everybody but the pregnant ladies that smoke cigars.
That's true.
What is it about pregnant women and pickles? Like, every woman has their different cravings.
I have a story about that.
Pickles are like the most common, I think. I don't understand it. I'm sure there's gotta be a reason, like, on a medical level. There's probably some nutrient that we need, because your bodies are smart and shit, but like, what is it about that?
I don't know. Sometimes it's just weird. I think sometimes they're just freaking weird. My wife had, let's see. I'll get back to the pickle in 1 second, but I remember distinctly, because I used to be like, that's disgusting. Why would you eat that? I promise I wasn't totally not understanding, but she told me one day, like, I need you to do something for me, and I have to tell you in steps, because if I give you where you're going, the destination, you'll never do it. I was like, okay.
Is this the destination of the journey story?
The journey was more important to her because I wouldn't have completed it otherwise. So she's like, stand up and go to the fridge. So I go to the fridge and she goes, open the right drawer and pull me out a lemon. Okay. Cut it in half. Okay. And I'll grab the mustard. And I'm like, no. She says, and bring it to me. She put mustard on a lemon and ate it. And I was like, I have to leave the room.
I thought this was going to go.
I have to leave the room. I'm having mouth diarrhea right now. It was horrible. I'm still traumatized by it, clearly. But she was a pickle person too. She we got pizza one time, and she got like some cheese, margarita style pizza, but added pineapple and pickles. And when we went to pick it up, I pulled in, she got out of the car, she starts walking, and the delivery guy is leaving the building to get into his car and make a run, and just goes, "Oh, you must be Katie, that makes sense." And she walks in, and the people just start telling her, "We've been trying to figure out who the hell wanted pickles on their pizza, but now it makes sense that we see you're 9 months pregnant."
The light bulbs.
So, I think that the universe made sense to those people that night, and otherwise it wouldn't have. So.
Pickles. I don't understand. I got one person, and
I'm not anti-pickle. I like pickles, but they don't belong on pizza or covered in mustard.
Unless it's on a burger, because then it's mass and blended.
That's true.
Not just
you're
covered
right.
in
Lemon mustard. No, sir.
Lemon mustard.
Pickle mustard, perhaps.
Pickles, man. So, New Year stuff, right? While we're smoking a champagne. Now, this is the 10th anniversary blend. Fantastic. I'm starting to get a little bit more of the coffee, and I mean micro, because now we're past the first third, and some people recognize differences in thirds, some people don't. That's just a palate thing, so I don't focus on it too much on the way we talk about things. But this one, I'm talking the last 4 or 5 puffs, it just hit me a little bit more. So, it did not take away from the honey. The creaminess went a little bit away, more for coffee. So it could just be the way the filler's packed in there. We'll see if it continues or not. But this is a damn good cigar. And I am not a big fan of Connecticut or Connecticut shade wrappers. I lean more towards, your Maduros, Sumatra, the Oscuro, the darker stuff. Mm-hmm. And that's just because I like darker stuff. The Brazilian, San Andres, your darker tobacco wrappers. Dude, this is good.
Yeah. I'm definitely bold, dark flavors with beer and stuff like that. But I think with cigars, this might be my wheelhouse. 2 out of 5. And because I can pick some stuff up. It's not just me getting punched in the face.
Right. You can actually. And when I first started out, I smoked lighter stuff. And I'm pretty sure I've referenced it. I started with acids. I'm not a big acid fan now because they're more towards
acid?
Not that acid. Not that acid. Your estate.
I did not know this was a cigar reference.
Yeah.
You did acid cigars.
The fact that you're even being
what a wild world. Right? You're talking about foot toast, leather toast, acid cigars.
Hey.
I mean,
it's a cult.
Who knew?
I mean, it's a brotherhood for a reason.
Yeah. Yes. It's a matter of perspective.
If
you're on the inside, it's totally not a cult.
Now, the fact that you're and I realize that you smoke with me most of the time, but it's probably a good thing that you're more of a more recent cigar smoker in terms of getting into it, and the fact that you're not immediately drawn to acid. And I don't mean to shame Drew Estate by all means. They make some fantastic smokes that we smoke regularly, but the acids were brought back, years ago to try to revitalize the younger generation, which works because now you've gotten away from that old stigma that we've referenced in the past. So, but now most of their cigars have some sort of sweetness or infusion. It's not only tobacco. It's to kind of help broaden the market, which does very well. And some people love acid, so I'm not trying to trash talk them. It's just personal preference.
So that's an infused. The concept of acid, I'm trying to grasp it.
Acid's just the blend. It's just the name of the line. So it's Drew Estate's acid, but he has various different blends within the acid line.
Okay.
He just basically made a sub-brand of his cigars, so you know that this line is the more sweetened or infused. And it's Tatiana is a brand, and almost every single one of theirs is specifically a flavored, a sweet honey or vanilla caramel or something. It's specifically, and you'll taste those because it's...
Or moon pie moonshine.
Or moon pie moonshine.
Shout out.
By the way, you can't order it yet, so I know we said we're going to try to get some.
I'm totally okay with us not being able to get hold of it.
I keep checking
I actually want to try this.
Wood apparently got it when he went to Tennessee. That's how he got it. But if you go on their site, it says that, in progress soon. I guess they're trying to work on distribution, but, there's a bunch of laws and legalities and all that shit you got to go through. So.
They gotta get 6 new flavors when you release the line again, right? It's all about options.
There's a
We
bit
have
options.
banana cream. We need like an almond butter moon
That
pie.
might actually work.
We need
That might
like
actually
a
work.
peanut brittle. We could go that route.
Step it up, moon pie.
Yeah, I want a finder's fee for these ideas, by the way.
But this is a
Yeah,
perfect
yeah.
cigar because you got. There's two reasons we're smoking this one specifically. One, this is our New Year's show. We're not super festive enough to sit here and do New Year's stuff, but we're celebrating with champagne. Pun intended. Second of all, I have recently been married, and these are the sticks that this man got me for my wedding gift. So, very two-toned here.
So,
And you made a damn good choice, I'm gonna say.
well,
I don't know if
did
it was you or Katie
I
made
did
the
not.
choice.
Neither. The person at the store made the choice. So,
Well-
shout out to her. I forget her name.
She did a good job.
Shouted out like 17 people today already.
Hey, shout out.
I literally walked in and I said, he likes cigars. I know he likes this brand. And I showed her my phone. She's like, right this way. So I walked into the humidor and she like gave me a few options. I bought 4 or 5 just loose ones, and this came in a pack of 4. And
We smoked the first two at our Mario party, but the Fluffer Nutter, which I'm about to talk about, was in the way, so we couldn't really taste this very well. So I could tell it was a good smoke, but like I wasn't able to taste this stuff because of the Fluffer Nutter.
we had to chase the Fluffer Nutter
with the cigar.
with the cigar.
That balanced the two out.
Because it was that disgusting.
So, this is our Dissident disruption today. It has nothing to do with Dissident, which I've told you sometimes will happen.
That's fine. It disrupted all of our evenings.
So, check this out for our disruption for the day. Fluffer Nutter. And if I was not going to reference Fluffer Nutter, the probably the title of this show would now be Perdomo Champagne and Shoutouts, because we keep doing that. It is Fluffer Nutter. Before I get into this, it's like a minute and a half video I'm going to show you that his wife took at that party. Watch this for a second, and then I'll come back and tell you what the hell started this.
So this is Cigar Lounge episode. This is a viewer
Fluffer Nutter White Stout.
special.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy Pat.
He learns well. Fluffer Nutter White Stout. This is bullshit. Brewed with milk sugar, vanilla, and peanut flavor. This sweetened golden ale boasts a creamy mouthfeel layered with flavors of toasted malt and notes of marshmallow and peanut butter. Tastes like none of it.
Does it taste like any of it?
We're not sponsored.
I'll post links in the comments. Subscribe to our Patreon for more beer reviews.
That's horrible.
Wait, but how does it with the cigar?
There you go. That's
There we go. There we go.
The remnants of a Perdomo 10th anniversary champagne.
I just love how there's a knife in it.
Well, I don't have my poker, so
It looks like a good place to put your ashes, probably.
probably. Let's see if it changes.
We forgot the secret ingredient. Ass.
Also, the knife is useful if you want to stab yourself in the throat rather than finish the beer.
Yeah. You can
Okay,
buy yourself
actually-
Vince
Hold on. Wait.
This cancels out the nuttiness. It goes away.
So just like chase it. You have to chase the beer.
You
with the
literally have to chase the beer with a cigar.
I should have done this with more cigar. God, it's disgusting.
Thanks, Pat.
Oh my God.
Can't hide that flavor.
Wait, no, he said it worked. Way to
It
go.
takes away the nutty.
This is
shit.
the hidden episode. Hidden episode.
All right. So if you've never had Fluffer Nutter,
Count yourself lucky.
I recommend go to the store, find some, spend your money on it, buy it, and throw it in the damn trash. It's disgusting.
Do the world a service.
Abita, what the fuck? Abita is great at like seasonal beers and shit.
It was probably a good idea at the time. It just wasn't well executed. Which, interesting enough, we considered executing ourselves and the beer. It's Abita's a brewery here in Louisiana, from southeast Louisiana. They're pretty dang solid. It started regionally, and it's now in a ton of southeast U.S. Stores.
It's like is it the pear and the apple seasonal stuff? Fantastic!
Yeah. Abita strawberry is great. Andy Gator is great.
We actually did. I think it was the Andy Gator. I have to go back and watch it, but one of the shows I did with last year, it might have been the Thanksgiving one last year. He actually brought we did a flight testing of 4 Abita beers.
Mm-hmm.
All of them are great.
Yeah.
This one.
Their brewery is awesome. The tour is phenomenal.
I've done the tour.
Yeah, it's great. Their facility is massive. It's not like Budweiser in St. Louis, but it's also massive. But it's cool. It's really cool. But yeah, this was
so Derek brought over
Black Mark,
and it's my friends that you have seen on this show. It's me, Brett, Derek, Matt, and our other halves. Hanging out, and Derek thought it'd be great to try this Fluffer Nutter. I mean, it sounded interesting. It's basically like a chocolate nutter butter mix was the intent, I think. He tried one, told us how disgusting it was. We all trusted him because he is the alcohol man. He used to work there. He still does things with alcohol. He knows this shit in and out. So we trusted him. So our idea was we're playing Mario Party, and 4 of us were playing, and whoever lost had to chug the Fluffer Nutter.
Warm, by the way. It had been sitting out for about an hour and a half.
It was cool outside. It was not cold enough to keep it alive. And I was determined not to lose. If anybody has not played Mario Party, shame on you to begin with. But at the end, you get all these free bonuses for random ass shit. I went from first to last in the bonuses.
The happening space, which is for landing on the random events, was split 3 ways on a tie between everyone except for him.
Because I was in first. Went to everybody else, and it kicked me. Now, the problem is, it was so disgusting, I could not chug it. I tried, and I got about this far down, and it was not a good moment. I learned that you could chase, and the flavors would mix. The mellowness of this one kind of blended the disgustingness of the Fluffer Nutter.
I mean, anything was better. Right. I'm pretty sure he, I don't know if you noticed this, there were 5 in that 6-pack when you brought it over.
There was.
You noticed that? So I'm pretty sure he drank one of them. I was like, I gotta get this out of my house.
I
know where I can take it.
Pretty sure that's exactly what happened. Derek was like, I know some idiots.
Because when he left, there were still 3 left. And he was like, I think I'm gonna leave these here. And I'm like, I'm just gonna throw them away. And he's like,
okay.
That's a good call.
Yeah. And they went straight to the dumpster.
They went right to the outside trash can. Not even the one in my house. I don't want to disgust my...
I walked to the truck and he's following me and he's just carrying it straight to the trash can.
No hesitation.
None.
That's where they belong.
So...
It was a good idea, though. It just...
It was a good punishment.
Did not turn out.
That's what real friends do. You don't create a prize, you create a punishment.
That's right. Hazing will continue until morale improves.
That sounds like boot camp all over again.
Beatings will continue.
Beatings will continue.
Pretty sure that's straight out of Full Metal Jacket.
I think it is, actually.
God damn it!
Ermy is a badass man, by the way. I'm going to shout out and rest in peace to this man.
Still too soon.
Because I have this picture with this man.
He also was on Scrubs as the janitor's dad, so we can bring that
Forgot about that.
Again. Oh, disapproving angry father. He's played the role to perfection.
So, I had the pleasure.
So many good references from that movie. How tall are you, Private? 5'7". God damn! How did the stack shoot that high? Should we continue?
We could. But this,
I could get more.
One, it was cool for me watching that. Oops. Got on to Derek for scraping the shit out of it, and I had to edit the shit out of that audio.
Yeah.
Great metal table. Getting used to not scraping and kicking things. We're getting better. But it was interesting for me watching Full Metal Jacket Because I didn't watch it when I was younger. I watched it after I went to boot camp. And it was filmed at Paris Island. Parts of it, which is the boot camp I went to. So much had changed. Like, I was able to pinpoint where they were on the property doing the obstacle course, but like it's expanded, things have changed. You know, obviously,
it's from like '87, right?
I was about to say the '80s. So I mean, I went to boot camp in '08, so like you're 20 years roughly.
Yeah.
From maybe a little bit more depending on filming time and all that stuff. Obviously advancements, but anybody that's been to boot camp except for modern safe space participation trophy cell phone using boot camp recruits now, that's a joke. Ask me about that off camera. He had to tone down a lot. There's things that they did that were not done.
You know, he started as like an advisor.
Yeah.
Right? Like there was an actor who was cast for the role, and he kept giving him tips. He goes, "No, you have to be, witty. You have to be aggressive. You have to." And he kept giving him suggestions, and the guy just couldn't do it. So he goes, "No, like this," and he just walks up and starts berating. The private pile? Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
He starts berating him.
I can't pronounce that name.
Starts berating the guy who is also the cockroach in Men in Black. Shout out.
Oh, that's right.
Hector. Or Edgar. It was Edgar.
Edgar.
He starts berating the actor, and they just go, "Can you just do that? You want to be in the movie?" And he's like, "Sure." Had never been an actor before. Literally was just a retired movie consultant. And that launched an acting career that was pretty successful over 20 years or 30 years.
Yeah. The gunny sergeant rank was given in honor of his cool way to get a promotion. I mean, it wasn't your standard promotion by means, but like, I could have this slightly wrong, vague memory, but he got the promotion because of the way he was in the show, and everybody started knowing him as the gunny. But it turned out to be a smart move, the Marine Corps honoring that, because the amount of PR that man did as the gunny, I don't know how many people he probably got in the Marine Corps. And
I want to be yelled at boot camp too.
Right.
What a time.
The picture that I flashed a while ago was when I was in the Marine Corps at Miramar. He came, and we had an event out there, and I was lucky enough to have them in. Shake my hand. I got a picture with him, signed a cover, which you should never desecrate a cover, but I never wore it again. That type of stuff. So very good man, very, very humble man, but very, generous as well. So
yeah.
It's been a few years. It's still too soon. Good life lost. So, but
great movie. Great movie. Very different. It's like two different movies mashed together.
It really is. But
the Vietnam part of the movie is crazy.
It shows you both sides of things. So even back then. So
yeah,
good stuff. But so, are y'all doing anything? And this will probably air right after we have done New Year's thing. So editing time. Apologize. But so we may come back next episode and tell you what we're about to say. None of it fucking happened. Are y'all able to do anything for New Year's Eve, New Year's?
I got a couple of days off, which is a modern scheduling marvel with what we do at work. But
that's true.
I kind of work through Christmas, and then I get like the 27th to the end of the year off. So
nice.
We might make a little day trip to Dallas or something, or
heck yeah,
Little Rock, and there's apparently like some outlets and stuff in Little Rock, and obviously I've been there a few times living nearby and camping and stuff. And the kiddo's at the point where she just wants to go. She just has a motor right now, so she's 17 months, almost 18 months, and
if you haven't seen the previous episode, she made a title with him called, I think it was the Cohiba Blue he did, but the second half is the Tiny Terrorist.
Tiny Terrorist. Still accurate. But yeah, it's we're fully into the don't contain me, I just want to run. As soon as her knees learned how to bend, she was out of there.
Yep.
And it's climbing and flailing, flopping, and she's not shy. She's figured out her voice, and she advocates for herself. That's for sure, loudly.
She does.
Aggressively. And that's a good little set the label right there.
See if it'll stay. I don't know if this ashtray is quite wide enough. We'll see.
But no, she's got all mom, and we're fully into the tantrum phase and stuff. I have this L-shaped couch, and there's a little chair that's cat corner to it, and if you tell her no, the word no is like just a offense directly to her soul. If you'd like, she wants this pen, you say no, and it's she'll run over to the chair and throw her face on there and make sure you're looking and turn over and through this big performance. So maybe she'll be an actress.
She got a good base for
Make
it.
more money than all of us, or struggle in New York and never be discovered.
One way or the other,
Odds are it'll be the latter.
That's our luck, but
No, we might get away to Little Rock for a bit. I think that's kind of the tentative plan.
But those outlets are fantastic. My paternal side of the family is Little Rock area.
Yeah.
So, of course, I lost my dad a few years ago, but I still go up there periodically and see family. And those outlets, it's right by the Bass Pro there, but those outlets are very well. You've actually been to those, haven't you?
I don't know that I have.
I've
I've been to Little Rock several times. I don't know if I've ever been to the outlets specifically.
So it's some outlets. You have the long strip center. It's basically a massive block city.
Is it like the Tanger outlets in Gonzales kind of?
Similar.
Yeah.
Very similar. And they might actually be owned by Tanger. Maybe. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Because they don't say Tanger outlets. It's called Outlets Little Rock, but I think it might be a Tanger base,
Yeah.
but could be wrong. But either way, it's that kind of similar setup. That explosive.
Look forward to spending some money. That's what you're telling me.
Pretty much, yeah.
Great. We did that actually a few. I guess it was about a month or so ago. My wife's cousin is a pitcher for LSU softball, so we went down to Baton Rouge,
And she is good, y'all.
she's got a thighs bigger than my freaking waist. It's
She's got some
impressive.
power behind those
I wouldn't
pitches.
want to fight her.
No, I might not want to fight her either.
You might not. Hey, I have the muscle mass of a 7-year-old, but I got Ray Lynn on my side. She'll whoop your ass.
She might whoop my ass, but
But yeah, we stayed down there. We went to the outlets for a day before the Florida game a couple months ago, and yeah, she got a lot of stuff. We found the baby Gap and all that stuff. So
it's a good place.
it's amazing how much money you spend on baby clothes that they'll wear a few times. Even knowing that I'm not going to spend on Michael Kors or Polo by Ralph Lauren baby shirts, which are $60.
Right.
It's still the one splurge I will say we got was we bought her some Jordans because they were on sale for $25.
Damn.
So she now has the best shoe game in the whole family.
Hell
She's got some
yeah.
high top Jumpman 2 baby shoes.
Gotta be careful because you're gonna do what happened to me and you're gonna create a shoe fetish. I'm a shoe guy.
I don't clean my own shoes. I don't take good care of my stuff. But every time she's done wearing any of her shoes, I get the wipe out and I'm like scrubbing the toe where it drags and getting the sole clean, and she's got to look fresh. She doesn't gotta look like I'm busted trash.
It's like I think it was last time one of the two shows Matt was over here. I accidentally barely scuffed his shoe and I felt so bad. Got lucky it was just dust, but we were both like, oh shit! When you're wearing good kicks.
There's nothing.
Today.
There's nothing I
boots
own
on
that
today.
you couldn't get a scuff on.
So
I do have way more shoes than I used to since my wife signed me up for Stitch Fix.
I've thought about doing that. I've never pulled the trigger.
It's
work?
good. Yeah. Well, it's good at making you buy clothes, which is I guess what they want to do.
Fair.
Some of them are really strategic because they send you 5 items, and there's basically a $20 delivery fee per box, which if you buy stuff gets credited to the balance. So they kind of encourage you to buy at least the lower tier items, the shirts and the polos and stuff. And then if you buy the whole box, you get a 20% discount. So $20 off and 20%, which ends up,
So they're sending you the box before you have the obligation to choose what you want to buy.
Yeah, they send you some stuff, you try it on, you send back what you don't like, keep what you like. There's
Gotcha,
back
gotcha,
you say keep, return. You can
Okay.
give suggestions and what you're looking for and all that kind of stuff.
Wasn't 100% sure how that works.
It's good. It's good, but the designer or the stylist who's been doing the last few is very smart. Well, she'll send me 3 things that I like, and 2 where I'm like, I don't want this. I actively don't want it, but to send it back would only save me $11.
Oh.
So I'm like, do I keep the pair of shorts
Because of the discounted
and the very boring button down, and just because it's only another $20, so they're getting you on the value aspect of that 20% really knocks off kind of the
That's a
cost.
pretty smart marketing tactic, I must say.
Yeah, so I now have way more jeans than I've ever owned in my life. I have more shoes than I've ever owned in my life. So it's worked in broadening my. I used to just be a t-shirt bum kind of guy, and then my wife was like, "You have a real job. You have to
look
look like a human who has a closet."
I mean, I've got my times. I've got my polos and stuff too. But 90% of the time, you know, jeans and a shirt. Fuck it.
I still. I mean, I'm wearing a little plain long sleeve shirt and some jeans right now.
And of course, I'm a hat guy. When I was younger, I did like the curved baseball hats. Now I'm kind of more like the slow roll brim.
Mm-hmm.
You know, almost. I mean, it's technically like a flat bill. I mean, shout out to the hollow down hat here, but this is the kind of style why we did.
You didn't leave a sticker on it? You're not like cool with the young kids?
I've never liked the sticker, even when it was the thing. Like, I would get shit on by my friends because I would take the New Era sticker off or whatever. Like, it's never been my thing.
It's not designed to be on there, guys.
No, but you know, it's trends and fads everywhere. You know, there was that, and you still see every once in a while. But there was that fad about the time I finished high school that like, if you took your tags off your clothes and didn't hang it out, and it was a thing, it's to show that you actually bought this. Yeah, that's what it was. But it turns into a fashion trend, and it lasted for a while. And every once in a while, I'll see somebody still do it. It's not as big.
Which objectively is just stupid, like jockeying among children, right? It's not your money. Mommy and Daddy bought you a nice button down or some nice whatever. Congratulations.
But you know, this is so yeah. Final thoughts on the cigar, because got to wrap it up. I can't keep these guys hanging out with us too long. One of these days we'll be able to do a live with you guys or something and actually hang out. But it takes a little bit more. Not a whole lot of more technical stuff than we have, but a little bit more.
Raises the stakes in case I say something crazy.
I can't edit it out.
Challenge accepted.
Or you know what?
You're fucked.
Like at the beginning, I may keep that in there. We'll see, because in case I don't keep it in there. Like, I brutally destroyed my own intro, and we had to do it again. I may keep it in there. Yeah. I may just keep it in there. Who knows? We'll see.
You'll
know by this point if it's in there. I was like, man.
At this point, you're kind of obligated.
And the sad part is, you know that I say the same thing because you saw in the Disruption Fluffer Nerder video, he jumps in the camera and he says my bit like, you know what I say.
We'll just do
turn into a thing.
We'll just do the outtakes at the beginning.
Yeah. That's what's gonna happen. Outtakes or intakes, I guess technically. But this is I like this cigar. Very well double purpose. So, New Year's champagne, wedding gift champagne, which.
Congrats, by the way.
Yeah.
We just sit here glossing over this shit. Like, it's no big deal. Yeah, this thing happened. I got my.
And they were like, oh yeah.
I got a new pair of socks on Saturday. No, you got fucking married, man.
I did. Freaking-tastic, man.
Wild.
So, all married people and shit. But hey, coming into the new year with new plans, new goals, new direction in life.
Goodbye, all street cred, if there was any left.
I probably gave it up a long time ago. I don't know, but
no, it's good, man. If you're another sentimental moment, if you're with the right person, and I know you are, it's definitely fun.
It is.
Even the annoying parts are fun. Where I'm like, why?
Like, she'll do stuff, and this is what's crazy. She'll do stuff that she'll be like, I'm sorry I'm annoying you. It's like, you realize, like, most of the stuff you think is annoying, I think is cute or adorable. Now, we both have quirks that are annoying to each other. That's just human. That's going to happen. But, like, there's so much that she does that she thinks is going to be annoying that doesn't bother me. Like, we are very, very well matched. So, that's how I'm bringing in the new year is, new life, new relationship. Well, not new relationship, but new big step in the relationship.
New tax filing status.
New tax filing status. Yep.
I guess. You don't have to. I guess.
You don't have to, but it is.
Married filing jointly. That's the way to go.
It is. It's compound your.
We are adults and lame. We're talking about your tax filing status.
Hey, that shit matters.
It does.
It can compound some help for you.
I guess we talked about LLCs and like S corps and stuff. So it's not like we're newly lame. We've been talking about adult things for the entire episode.
Hey, you know what?
And a little bit of
this is an adult enjoyment.
I.e.,
smoke it when you're legal to enjoy it. But once you are, great thing.
Do you have to be of drinking age to smoke this champagne flavored cigar?
Well, I guess
the answer is clearly no. I'm just being an idiot.
Well, I guess technically, in most places in the country, at least in the U.S., it is now since the federal smoking age jumped up. So, I guess it. by accident.
I
It
forgot
is.
about
I keep forgetting about that because
Doesn't affect us.
Doesn't affect me at all.
Kids
so-
these days.
It kind of put a burden on the military because your new recruits that go in at 18, they legally can't drink for 3 years. And we all know people do stuff, but like you legally can't drink for 3 years, but at least you can go get some cigarettes to smoke to de-stress after work, and now they can't even do that on base. So pretty much just created another 3-year black market is all that happened. But we're all smart enough to know that.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll wrap this show up because we'll continue talking for another half hour, and it's not our timeline here, so giving you a good show. Happy New Year to everybody that is out there. Glad that you took the time to watch us, whether you watched it around New Year's or you're catching up later. That's cool. I'm just glad you're here. Great cigar again. It's the Perdomo Reserve. Another fantastic blend by Nick Perdomo. Man, I'm just trying to butcher everything I say today. Nick Perdomo. Sorry, Nick. Nick Perdomo.
Shout out.
Shout out. Big shout out. For a guy that's not a big fan of Connecticut's, banging smoke. The champagne, this is the 10th anniversary blend. So bringing in the new year with a good smoke. I'm clearly enjoying this because usually Derek is the one that outsmokes me. Me and Brett are usually... I'm a little slow. I'm not usually that far ahead of you, and I'm just smoking this down. It's fantastic.
And in cigar smoking.
Damn. Pretty accurate.
Yes, I asked for it. I volleyed it and was like, here, please, be kind to me. No, here.
I got nothing on what you guys do to me.
Spikes down on head. That's true.
Yo, it's those wits,
That's
man.
true. The ledger is unbalanced.
It is, but it's worth it.
At least it's not 2-on-1 today.
It is not 2-on-1. I got a little bit of time to retaliate and recover. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. Love you guys. Appreciate it. And as always, stay safe and hollow down. How's it going, guys? Your boy Pat coming back to the next episode. I fucked that up. I did not even say my own shit right.
Start it over.
Whee!
Perks of it being at the beginning.
Facts.